Have you ever felt the sting of disrespect from someone who didn't understand your worth? What if I told you that God is already preparing to deal with those who dared to disrespect you? You feel the weight of unseen forces pressing against your soul, a cosmic ledger meticulously recording every slight, every betrayal you've endured. The universe is not blind to the injustices you've faced. It watches, waits, and now, the scales of divine retribution are tipping. This is not a message of comfort, but a warning. Every action against you is drawing inevitable consequences in the spiritual realm. When someone disrespects you, they unknowingly sign a pact with the forces of the universe, a pact that demands retribution. The energy you carry is not merely yours. It is a divine force, a protective shield that retaliates against any harm done to you. This is not just karma. It is the universe intricately weaving consequences into the lives of those who wrong you, ensuring they feel the full weight of their actions. You may not see it immediately, but the threads of their fate begin to unravel the moment they betray you. The universe, in its silent, meticulous way, starts to dismantle the life they've built. A former friend who once stood by your side only to stab you in the back suddenly finds their world crumbling. It starts with their job, a position they believed was secure, perhaps even destined for promotion. Without warning, they are called into a meeting and handed their termination notice. The shock is palpable, the disbelief clear in their eyes. They scramble for answers, but none are given. To them, it seems like misfortune, a cruel twist of fate. But you know better. This is not random. It is the universe's response to their betrayal. The divine forces that protect you have set in motion a series of events that will strip them of their security, their confidence, and their peace. As they walk out of that office, the weight of what they've done to you begins to settle in, even if they don't consciously realize it yet. Their life spirals from there. Relationships they once relied on begin to fray. Friends grow distant. Lovers become cold. They find themselves alone. The comfort of companionship slipping through their fingers like sand. Financial instability creeps in, as if the universe itself is siphoning away their resources, leaving them desperate and uncertain. Every investment they make fails. Every attempt to regain their footing ends in disaster. They are haunted by a sense of impending doom, a feeling they can't shake no matter how hard they try. And then the nightmares begin. Every night they see your face, stern, unyielding, a constant reminder of the wrong they've done. In these dreams, they are confronted by the consequences of their actions, forced to relive the betrayal over and over again. They wake up drenched in sweat, their heart racing, the image of you burned into their mind. It is as if the universe itself is ensuring they can never forget the price of disrespecting you. Their downfall is not gradual. It is swift and brutal, a stark reflection of the disrespect they showed you. The divine forces that watch over you have no tolerance for such betrayal. They have orchestrated a punishment that is as severe as the crime, making sure that every aspect of their life feels the impact. Their career, their relationships, their very sanity, all crumble under the weight of their actions. When someone mistreats you in a relationship, they unknowingly set in motion forces far beyond their comprehension. Your presence in their life was not by chance. It was a divine test, a sacred opportunity for them to prove their worth. Failing to honor you, betraying the trust of a chosen one, is not just a moral failing. It is a spiritual transgression that demands retribution. The universe does not overlook such offenses. It responds with precision, crafting a path of consequences that echo the harm they've caused. They thought they could deceive you and move on unscathed. But the moment they chose to betray you, the universe began weaving their downfall. That romantic partner who cheated on you now finds themselves trapped in a cycle of betrayal. Every new relationship they enter crumbles before it can take root. The excitement of a fresh connection quickly sours as their new partners mirror the very betrayal they inflicted upon you. Infidelity becomes a recurring theme in their life, an inescapable shadow that haunts every romance. At first, they try to brush it off as bad luck, but the pattern is undeniable. They meet someone new, feel the spark of hope, only to discover that this person too is unfaithful. The pain they experience is not just emotional, it is spiritual. Each heartbreak is a mirror, reflecting the pain they caused you back onto them. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, ensures that they feel the full weight of their actions. Their nights are plagued with restless sleep, their minds tormented by the recurring thought that they are cursed. They become desperate, seeking answers in all the wrong places, trying to figure out why they can't find happiness. But this is no ordinary misfortune. It is the universe's way of teaching them a lesson they cannot escape. The pain they inflicted on you was not just a wound to your heart. It was an affront to the divine forces that protect you. As their relationships continue to fail, they are forced to confront the truth. This is not a coincidence, but a divine consequence. They begin to see that every betrayal they endure is a reflection of their own actions, a punishment crafted specifically for them. The emotional turmoil they go through is relentless, a constant reminder of the gravity of their mistake. They may try to numb the pain with distractions, but nothing can quiet the gnawing feeling inside. The universe will not allow them to forget. Every smile from a new lover turns into suspicion, every tender moment into paranoia. They are haunted by the fear that they will never experience the love and trust they so carelessly discarded. Their life becomes a series of shallow connections, each one more fleeting than the last, leaving them lonelier than before. When someone in your professional sphere dares to undermine you, they unknowingly set themselves on a collision course with forces far beyond their control. Your presence in any organization is not just another cog in the machine, it is a catalyst for the divine, a focal point of energies so potent they can alter the course of entire enterprises. Disrespecting or sabotaging you is not merely an act of pettiness. It is a violation against the cosmic order that demands retribution. The universe will always find a way to balance the scales, and those who wrong you will face consequences that are both swift and unrelenting. The colleague who conspired behind closed doors, who whispered lies and manipulated circumstances to see you ousted, believes they've won. They see your departure as a triumph, a victory that will elevate them in the eyes of their superiors. But what they don't realize is that in plotting against you, they have sown the seeds of their own professional ruin. The energies that protect you have been activated, and the universe is already moving to deliver its judgment. It starts subtly at first. They are passed over for a promotion they thought was certain. The projects they once led with confidence begin to falter. Deadlines are missed, unforeseen obstacles arise, and their reputation starts to erode. What once seemed like minor setbacks soon snowballs into a full-blown crisis. Their authority is questioned, their decisions second-guessed by those who once followed without hesitation. As their standing within the company diminishes, they find themselves increasingly isolated, shunned by the very peers who once conspired with them. But the universe isn't finished. Their career, now in free fall, takes a dramatic turn as they are demoted, stripped of responsibilities, and reduced to a shadow of their former self. There is no clear reason, no single moment to explain their downfall, yet the effect is undeniable. They are left to wonder how everything could have gone so wrong so quickly, unaware that this is the divine response to their actions against you. The ripples of their betrayal extend beyond their own career. The company that once thrived begins to lose its footing. Key clients, once loyal and reliable, begin to pull out without warning. Contracts are terminated, revenue streams dry up, and what was once a beacon of success starts to crumble. The department that engineered your exit faces cutbacks, and eventually, it is shut down entirely. The building that once buzzed with activity now echoes with silence, a testament to the consequences of crossing you. It's not just an individual downfall, it's a cosmic reckoning. The divine forces are making an example out of them, ensuring that all who witness this unraveling understand the price of betrayal. You are not just another employee. You were a divine force within that space, and their attempt to remove you was met with the universe's swift and decisive retaliation. Now, as they sit in the ruins of their career, watching everything they worked for slip away, They are left with the undeniable truth. The energies you carry are not to be trifled with, and the universe will always protect you. In the end, they are left with nothing but the bitter knowledge that their downfall was not the result of chance, but a direct consequence of their actions against you. The universe has balanced the scales, and they have paid the price. You are not just another person crossing their path. You are their last lifeline, the final thread of grace extended by the divine. When someone disrespects you, they are not simply offending another human being. They are rejecting a divine intervention crafted specifically to steer them back onto the right course. You are a living embodiment of the universe's final warning, the ultimate opportunity for redemption. To mistreat you is to spit in the face of the divine, to sever the last thread of mercy that was keeping their lives from spiraling into chaos. When a family member, long accustomed to belittling and dismissing you, decides once more to undermine your worth, they unknowingly cast themselves into the hands of fate. Their actions are not just casual slights. They are the final act that tips the cosmic scales. The universe, which has been patient until now, begins to set in motion a chain of events that will make them regret every word, every insult, every attempt to diminish your light. It starts with their health, an unexpected diagnosis, a lingering illness that refuses to heal. Doctors are baffled, treatments ineffective, and what seemed like a minor issue balloons into a life-altering condition. As they struggle with their health, their financial stability begins to crumble. Investments that once seemed secure evaporate, businesses falter, and debts mount. The steady income they took for granted dries up, leaving them scrambling to maintain the life they once so confidently flaunted. Social isolation follows. Friends they thought were loyal begin to distance themselves, relationships fray, and they find themselves increasingly alone. Invitations stop coming, and when they do reach out, they are met with silence. The world they once dominated shrinks, leaving them in a suffocating solitude. It's as if the universe itself is turning its back on them, just as they turned their back on you. In their desperation, they begin to piece together the timeline of their downfall. They realize, with a growing sense of dread, that everything started to unravel when they chose to disrespect you. The epiphany is bitter. You were their chance, their final opportunity to set things right, and they blew it. In a moment of panic, they attempt to make amends. Apologies flow, gifts are offered, and they try to claw their way back into your good graces, hoping that somehow they can reverse the tide of misfortune that has engulfed them. But it's too late. The universe has already made its decision. The window for redemption has closed, and they are left to face the full weight of their actions. The gifts go unopened, the apologies unheard. They are left to live with the crushing regret of knowing that they failed to recognize your true value when it mattered most. You are bound by a cosmic law that ensures every action taken against you will be met with an equal or greater reaction. The universe operates with a precision that is both terrifying and beautiful, enforcing a law of cause and effect that is inescapable. Those who harm you unknowingly set in motion a chain of events that will lead them directly into the jaws of their own downfall. There is no escape from the karma they have created, and it will come for them with the inevitability of the tides. A group of people who thought they could tarnish your name with lies and gossip will soon discover the perilous nature of their actions. They reveled in their deception, weaving a web of falsehoods to damage your reputation, thinking they were untouchable. But the universe has been quietly at work, gathering momentum, and the very lies they told are about to turn on them with a vengeance. It begins subtly. Whispers in the same circles where they once spread their poison, rumors that seem to echo their own words, but this time directed at them. The gossip they once controlled now takes on a life of its own, slipping out of their grasp and spiraling into something far more dangerous. Soon, the lies they created begin to unravel, revealing truths they desperately wanted to keep hidden. What was once a calculated attack on your character becomes a mirror, reflecting their own darkest secrets back at them. The universe, in its unerring justice, ensures that every falsehood they uttered about you becomes a reality in their own lives. They find themselves accused of the very things they falsely accused you of: betrayal, deceit, dishonor. Their social circles, once so solid and supportive, begin to disintegrate as those around them realize the truth. Allies turn into adversaries, friends into foes, and they are left isolated, exposed to the very public humiliation they tried to inflict upon you. Their downfall is swift and merciless. The scandals they thought would destroy you instead consume them, leaving nothing but ashes in their wake. The social status they once held so dear crumbles, and they are forced to confront the wreckage of their own making. The humiliation is public, the disgrace unavoidable, as they become the subject of the very gossip they once wielded like a weapon. The universe does not just balance the scales, it tips them, ensuring that the weight of their wrongdoings crushes them under its unbearable force. And as they watch their lives fall apart, they will understand, with a clarity that comes too late, that this is the inescapable karma of wrongdoing. The universe has made its judgment, and there is no appeal, no mercy, no second chances. The lie they spread about you have become their reality, and the justice they sought to deny you has been served, in full measure, upon them. They will live with the consequences of their actions, knowing that they brought this upon themselves when they dared to wrong you. You carry within you a divine energy, a force so potent that it sends shockwaves through the spiritual fabric of every space you enter. This power is not something others consciously grasp, but they feel it, an unsettling, undeniable presence that forces their hidden truths to the surface. You are a mirror, reflecting their deepest fears, their darkest secrets, and they cannot hide from the light you cast. Your presence is a catalyst, a cosmic disruptor that tears through the veils of deception and lays bare the intentions of those around you. As you step into the room, the air thickens with a tension so palpable it could be cut with a knife. Every eye is on you, yet they dare not meet your gaze. They've been conspiring, weaving webs of deceit in the shadows, convinced that you would remain blind to their schemes. But now, under the weight of your presence, those webs begin to unravel. The ringleader, the one who has orchestrated this silent betrayal, feels an unbearable pressure building within them. A pressure that comes not from any physical force, but from the overwhelming truth that you embody. Your mere presence becomes a beacon of truth, piercing through their carefully constructed facades. The ringleader's heart races, sweat beads on their brow, and they can feel the walls closing in. It's as if your energy is a spotlight, and they are the unwilling actor caught in its glare, exposed for all to see. The words they've been trying to keep hidden are now clawing their way to the surface, desperate to escape. And then, in a moment of sheer panic, they break. The confession spills out of them, tumbling over itself in a chaotic rush. Every lie, every deceit, every betrayal they've committed against you is laid bare. The room falls silent, the air thick with the weight of their revelation. The others, once loyal co-conspirators, now recoil in disgust. They shun the ringleader, distancing themselves as if to escape the judgment they know is inevitable. But it's too late. Your presence has already done its work. The truth has been forced into the light, and there is no going back. This is not mere coincidence. This is the divine energy within you, a force that compels truth to surface, no matter how deeply it is buried. Your power is a force of nature, undeniable and unstoppable, and those who would dare plot against you find themselves caught in its grip. They can no more resist the pull of your energy than a moth can resist the flame, and like the moth, they are drawn to their own undoing. Their world, once solid and secure, crumbles under the weight of your presence. They find themselves exposed, their darkest secrets ripped from the shadows and thrust into the harsh light of day. They are left with nowhere to hide, no lies left to shield them from the consequences of their actions. The ringleader, once so confident in their schemes, is now reduced to a trembling mess, their power shattered by the simple fact of your existence. You stand there, unshaken, as the room descends into chaos around you. They have been exposed, and they know it. Their fear is palpable, their regret almost tangible. But this is the price they pay for crossing you. The universe will not tolerate deception in your presence, and those who attempt it will find themselves laid bare, their true nature revealed for all to see. You are not just a person. You are a force, a manifestation of divine will that cannot be ignored. And as the room empties, the conspirators fleeing from the ruin they have brought upon themselves, you remain, a testament to the power that you carry within you. Their downfall was inevitable, a consequence of standing against a force as ancient and unstoppable as the universe itself. And now, as they slink away in disgrace, they will remember this day, the day they dared to challenge you and paid the ultimate price. The karma they've invoked by wronging you is inescapable, a force as relentless as time itself, ensuring that every slight, every betrayal is answered in full. Your strength is not just in enduring, but in knowing that their fate is already sealed. The universe does not forget, and it does not forgive those who attempt to harm its chosen. Their downfall is assured, and there is no refuge, no shield strong enough to protect them from the consequences of their actions. You are called to walk in your divine purpose, unbothered by the noise of those who seek to undermine you. Their time will come, and when it does, you will remain standing, unshaken and empowered by the knowledge that you are divinely protected. Now it's your turn to speak. Share your story, let others hear the strength in your voice and the truth in your experience. Your journey is a testament to the power that lies within you, and by sharing it, you reinforce the divine energy that guides you.